We're putting DE on the Cherokee tan pumpkins again.
Add some calcium. I've used calcium citrate before to boost the calcium level in the soil really quick to stop the blossom and rot, and it worked really well. I didn't have any calcium citrate this time, so now this time I'm using a high calcium lime that's been well aged. So this is a harvest we had earlier in the week. We harvested this cauliflower, but it didn't turn out. So something had done damage to the tomato plants. Well, that may be the biggest. I know Jerry saw a big one this week, so maybe it's bigger, I don't know. But that right there is probably the biggest tomato hornworm I have ever seen. Say this plant had so much damage on it. I knew I was looking for a tomato hornworm here but what I was talking about, the damage like I've never seen before is, I don't know, all these tomatoes here, or both these tomatoes, have been eaten. I've never seen one do that before. But yeah, there's your telltale sign if you don't know what you're looking for, is these great big droppings like that. So there's some more, and there's some. So I knew exactly what I was looking for. Yesterday was the day I found that tomato hornworm on this plant. That was Thursday. This is Friday morning. I came up, was walking up, and I noticed a dead leaf, set of leaves that I didn't think I picked off. Well, and I noticed there was some stripped ones. And hiding down in here, I don't know if I can get where you can see it. Where you can see it there, no, not really. Here. Hiding down in there, there's another tomato hornworm, so this one for reference isn't nearly as big. In fact, it looks like this one may already be dead or dying.
Welcome to our Friday morning garden tour. That's on Saturday. We have been doing it on Fridays. We just got busy yesterday and didn't get to film. So, day late, but we're going to harvest and clean up the garden a little bit today.
Jerry's zucchinis seem to have snuck up on her.
I was letting it big because I want to make zucchini boats. It's a little bigger than my strainer. This is the one I have been letting purposely get big. I saw it was ready to harvest probably about 2 days ago, but I wanted a bigger one. This one I did. Nathan's right. I didn't really realize that one was almost ready. I'm gonna go ahead and harvest this one. I find it's easier to make zoodles when they're smaller like this.
All the zucchinis, but we got some patty pans here. You want me to harvest patty pans? Otherwise I want to get quite too big.
I just harvested 3 like earlier this week, I think. My patty pan squash is bigger than your patty pan squash.
Oh yeah? What about this one?
Whose squash is bigger?
You still win.
There's only 2 beds and I filled my strainer. Good thing I have another one.
I don't know what got to this basil, but this plant of basil died.
So this is our underperforming tomato here. Still looks healthy enough. It just doesn't, it's not growing as well as I would like. We do have some green tomatoes over there on the Amish paste. Then this bed, we were supposed to cover up last week. We just never got around to it. We're gonna harvest onions. They're no longer green for the most part. So we're just gonna harvest them here. Now we have 3 empty beds right here in a row. And this 4th one looks sort of empty, but I planted potatoes 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I got this one, and then there's one starting there, and there's a few other raised spots where the potato leaves are coming in. And this bed is potatoes that I started from eyes off of potatoes that I had in the house. Now this bed of potatoes I'm a little disappointed in, because these were seed potatoes that I bought at the store. They already had leaves on them when I planted them, so I was expecting 100% rate on this bed. It looks like I got about 25%.
So are you supposed to let these do this?
Then this bed here is our final bed of potatoes for right now. It's actually the one that's furthest along. These are our pepper beds. These are Charleston hot pepper. Nathan had looked it up, and they go from green to yellow to orange to red. So we're still waiting on them to get red. We're wanting to make hot sauce out of these, so it looks like it's gonna be a little bit longer so we can make our hot sauce. But there's a good amount on this plant, and there's also another Charleston on the other side of this bed.
So I think this one's gonna be a cayenne. This is one of the ones that we didn't really know what it was because the marker got misplaced.
This one looks not quite like a bell. I'm not sure what this one is either. Got a few peppers on it here. There's some more down here. So we'll have more peppers here shortly. We haven't had peppers out of the garden. I harvested 3 bell peppers last week, and that was last Saturday. So it's been a week ago today. That was the last ones I've got, because there's no other big ones yet.
There's this Jimmy Nerdello here in the center that is getting way shaded out. I took a chance planting these in the middle here. Both of those plants are smaller, and they get a lot of shade. I overcrowded, and I knew that they were sort of crowded. Just didn't have more beds open at the time.
This is the other Charleston hot, and as you can see, it's pretty tall. This is the tallest pepper that we have. Like, just the same as the other one. The peppers are still yellow, still waiting on them to turn red. But the amount of peppers that this one has on it, it's got a fair amount of peppers on it. And now I don't know what they taste like because we haven't harvested any yet. This pepper here is a Corno di Toro. I think it's supposed to be a sweet. Well, I'm not 100% sure. Do we harvested some of this?
Yeah, we harvested some of this, and it was a sweet.
Yeah, it is a sweet. I just remembered. We harvested 6 or 7 peppers off of it. Probably been 6 or 8 weeks ago. And it's just now starting to produce peppers again. I kept waiting for more peppers, but
this is the one that got trouble with the tomato hornworm.
So the next stop on our garden tour here is our eggplant, and there's at least two ready to harvest. Now this is a ping tung long eggplant. This is the first time we've grown eggplant, so we weren't sure when to harvest it. It has got a tough stem here. Didn't have any problem cutting the zucchini and squash. Oh, finally got that one cut off. We're gonna try a different knife here and see if it is easier. Still really tough. There we go.
But these were supposed to be a longer variety that was smaller of eggplant. I don't even know if I've ever had one.
That's what I was just saying. We're not sure either one of us has ever had eggplant, so we took a risk on planting it. But the plant only cost us, at most, was $3. I don't remember exact cost on this one, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Let's see if we like it.
Makes a pretty addition to our.
Yeah, I like the purple. We don't have a lot of purples or
Reds even.
Yeah, reds, because the tomatoes haven't started. So this is our lone cabbage that's grown. We're gonna go ahead and harvest it, because as you can see, this bed is getting really eaten up by some kind of pest. I'm gonna harvest this cabbage and then we're gonna take this whole bed out. So we're gonna feed the...
See, there's part of our problem.
I mean, this cabbage is not very big. It's only about the size of my hand. So that caterpillar's not huge, but that's what was eating. At least that was at least one of the things that was eating the... Our chickens are going to appreciate us this morning, because we're just going to feed these whole plants to them, and hopefully they eat all the caterpillars and everything else, any other bugs that might be on there. Yeah. The chickens are scared of it. The chickens are full from their watermelon already. There was about half a watermelon left in the bucket that Nathan gave them this morning. And it appears like they filled up on watermelon and they don't want cabbage. Not eating their greens.
This is the other empty bed. I think that makes 4 in this garden. I'm gonna try to get the lawn mowed here in the next couple days, and we'll just come back with a bagger full and go over each one of these beds with at least 1 bagger, if not 2, to top mulch again.
So this is our side garden. There's 2 pepper plants, nothing real exciting going on. We're waiting on peppers that are ripe / big enough.
There's ripe cherry tomatoes in here. I don't know if you can see them.
I think we got all the ripe cherry tomatoes. We have had some problems this week with tomato hornworms.
They got lots of... They seem to have lots and lots of tomatoes on them. This one's got blossom end rot too. Seems like the Roma type tomatoes this year.
There's one tomato in particular that I've been waiting on. This one right here. It's been this size, like it's almost as big as the palm of my hand. It's been this size for 3 weeks and it's not turning. I'm getting impatient for that one.
This is the one that was eaten, and I didn't pick all the fruits off that were eaten, but had tomato hornworm. I can't say it today either. Tomato hornworm damage. Yeah, that's the first time I've ever had seen where the tomato hornworm actually ate the tomatoes. What are you doing up there? I thought cats only climbed trees when they were scared of stuff. Well, a very graceful way to come back down. It's this Cherokee tan that I'm looking here. See if I find any more. See, there's a little pumpkin. I just haven't seen where it's actually set fruit that's... I think it's just too early yet, and we got them in really late, which is why they're so late starting fruit, because it looks like most of the front of the plants have fruit set on it. I don't think this one's gonna grow, but there are definitely some places where I can see small ones, so they might. I don't know.
Our 6 blueberry plants here. We have a couple ripe blueberries. This one has a couple that are almost ripe. And this one has a ripe one right here. I'm gonna pick. But I am thinking that this one's going to die, so we'll have to see.
This I believe is one of the ones that I came out 2 different days and all the roots were exposed on from the raccoon digging it up.
This is the same variety that I just pulled the other one off. This one has 2 blueberries on it.
Loaded, isn't it?
Whatever those 2 are. And then this doesn't have any blueberries, but it looks pretty healthy. And then here are the 2 blackberries that we planted. I did almost drop one of our blueberries.
So this one is a lot healthier than that one. But that one had started to dry out and brown in the planter because I didn't get planted fast enough. But this other stem of it seems like it's okay for the most part, and it's growing new leaves that look okay. So hopefully these will be fine.
And we all know blackberries.
Blackberries usually are pretty resilient.
So we're gonna see how fast we can pick green beans. There looks like there's a lot of green beans in here. We're gonna try to pick them quickly.
Give you an overview of what's in here, and then we'll show you what we get. Because I don't think there's a good way to show us harvesting the green beans. And there's lots of little ones still forming, so it seems like there's more finished green beans on this end of the bed. These are the green beans we got. We decided they are planted way too thick, and we weren't going to thin them, but we decided when we were getting in here that they absolutely need thinned, so we thinned them out a little bit. So this is what I thinned out, and we'll just mulch these. This is the front bed we planted in green beans, and they look really nice. I need to get them, looks like I might need to get them sprayed down with some peppermint oil. This spacing is much better. Although it doesn't seem to be coming up as well. It probably just didn't rain as well that week. The strawberries have just been putting off runners everywhere. These marigolds might actually have flowers on them before the end of the year. We'll see. Might. This is that Gerber daisy that Jerry planted. It's starting to look a little rough. I think it's probably just about done. And all this basil in this bed that I really want to get harvested. And I see where we've got something eating the bigger leaves off of these. It looks like it's starting to get tall and leggy and be done producing.
Our sweet potatoes, they're starting to take off. Some of them more than others, but I'm pretty happy with most of them. These are the cucumbers that we have out front. They're doing pretty good. This week I had to start putting them in the trellis because they're starting to fall over like this one. Our pepper here is starting to put flowers on, or continuing. I'm not sure if it had them on last week or not, I don't remember. And then our lavender plant is doing well. So thanks for joining us on our Friday morning / really it's Saturday, but we're calling it our Friday garden tour. We hope that your garden is producing as well as ours did today. We got a lot of produce, and if it's not, there's always next year. Keep dreaming.